What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Go do everyone's loyalty mission because that's why we failed. When it's clear that we didn't have, again, a plan or anything like that going into it. And no one's gonna bring that up.
Fear not, dweller. Success is forged by time.
Alright, let's talk with you.
Davrin? Davrin, about Weishaupt.
I think it'd be... He's not a guy that accepts sympathy. We'll just ask him if he's okay.
Just wanted to make sure you're okay after.
I wouldn't say that, no. That's Renaud. Malmont. Anya. We used to argue. Who would be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I? Because I'm still here. They're not.
There's no getting them back. But at least they died heroes.
And I should have joined them. A Grey Warden kills an archdemon, they're supposed to die.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
And if we manage to pull that off?
You'll do what you do best. Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose. I feel like a blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weishaupt. What now?
Well, you'll raise a sun to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That
Sounds okay?
will require a lot more gingerwort truffles.
Oh, that's all it took to get him off his thing? I wish all trauma was that easy to solve. I actually was kind of getting into what he was saying. I was like, oh, he's mad that he's alive. That's a part of it. He's mad that he actually fulfilled his purpose and nothing happened. Working for your entire life on a project, you're like, you've seen all those movies. My life's work, but you can't. That's my life's work. And imagine that, like, all that gets ruined. And we say, what are you going to do about that? Well, you can just raise your dog, your pet. Well, I guess it requires... That's way too soon. And It's the Living is not... Okay. Welcome back. This is more than Saturday morning cartoon because they really are trying to push into deeper topics. Cartoons had a way of delving into deeper topics without going into deeper topics. Imagine... I've been watching a lot of Batman recently. Batman the Animated Series... The whole Man-Bat arc was about a guy who just couldn't get off the drugs and the power that it made him feel just happened to turn him into a giant Man-Bat. It was about addiction and about the power grab, but it was only one line in this very subtle blink it and you miss it. Anyone watching it would be like, oh my gosh, there's a giant Man-Bat and the police are after Batman. And then he has to fight a giant Man-Bat, which is fun, which is cool. But there's more to it. There's a depth underneath. This is like, we're going to talk about depth stuff. Nope. Resolved. We're going to move on. It's one conversation. And I'm not saying that I enjoy games that keep bringing the same thing up over and over and over again, but the scars should show, and it shouldn't just seem like it's all resolved in 2 minutes.
I don't want to hear any more talk about dying, okay?
Fair enough.
He's counting on you.
Guess we're stuck with each other, boy. No getting rid of me now.
See, like, wouldn't it have been cool if...
Someday I might actually know what that means.
Wouldn't it have been cool
While you
if a...
sort that out, maybe you and Lucanus can try to bury the hatchet.
Yeah,
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillenane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are. But they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear forming?
I think it could be. Thanks, Davrin.
Wouldn't it have been cooler if Hassan had, like, walked up to him, like, what then? And then Hassan's like, purr, purr, purr. Hello? I'm still here. I'm still alive. Could you imagine if that would have done something? Like, that would have been useful. That would have deepened his relationship with his pet, and then have his pet bring him out, which would feel a little bit more natural. Like, maybe Kiko's and like, oh, I don't know, I still have a lot of feelings, but someone's got here to take care of Hassan. I know you couldn't do it, ha ha ha. And, like, you know, use him as an emotional support animal, maybe.
Oh, hi, Rook. Can I ask you a question?
No, I'm talking to
Actually,
Lucanus.
never mind.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Not going to.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Bellara.
Right. Okay. It's just, you know, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal.
This conversation
and
should
I
have
know
happened
surreal.
a long time ago. We're not fighting gods.
Not
We're
like
fighting.
we had much of a choice.
Yeah.
So what was your question?
I'm worried about our people. Or more like how other people see us. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Our gods aren't us. We can't judge people by their rulers, especially if those rulers are tyrants. Elves haven't been like that for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility.
But it's true. You're not your leaders. And if you don't disagree with your leaders, you stand up, you make decisions, you vote, you do all that fun stuff. In extreme cases, you have a revolution. It's happened over history. Makes sense. We're literally fighting to take them down, and then you're saying, well, it's not us taking responsibility for the actions and systems. I don't think that's true.
And I don't know. I feel guilty anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
Don't take the easy lives. Even though I just said it's not the thing. No, you keep fighting the gods.
Well, fighting two of the elven gods feels like a good start.
I wish that felt like enough. Like we were making up for, well, everything. But can we even do that? After what our people did?
The Evanuris did those things. And they did them to our people.
So that dialogue tree right there is the dialogue tree that would happen no matter what. Because it would always have to drive to this decision. So that input where Rook says, this is this is that, that's the definitive statement of the game. And it's weird coming from Rook after we've had a choice to say one way or the other. And then for us to go like, no, this is definitely the way. Stop feeling bad, Bellara. That's the part of the role play that is it's disconnected. If you're giving us a choice to act a certain way and to push people to believe in certain other ways, then probably don't have us be a therapist where there's only one right answer that we give anyway.
It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
I may not like her,
Anytime.
but you can be polite.
It's what I'm here for.
Right. It's a good thing to be here for. See you later, Rook.
All right, let's talk to someone who actually apparently was the person that was going to kill everyone in the first place.
Lucanus? Are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
I don't think that's the jovial option. I think this would be the more serious option. Everyone makes mistakes, it's okay. You'll get her next time seems too dismissive and doesn't seem to be addressing his concerns. And him saying it's a mess is too combative, and I'm not in love with him.
This can't be the first time you've missed a target, right? What did you do before?
I never miss. I thought I still had this. Whatever else I am, I'm a professional. After the ossuary, I thought at least I could still take out a target. I need to work.
Gillenane was a giant face in the clouds, Lucanus. I asked you to stab a cloud.
And I missed the damn cloud.
My point is, that was impossible and you still almost did it. That's not small.
I would have loved to have this line of dialogue
I was
without the
distracted.
joking.
That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
He also didn't feel
Have
distracted
you
during the
really
mission
talked to
at
the
all.
others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. I should check in with the crows. Whatever the word is, I'll let you know. There's nothing like work to focus the mind.
This dialogue. And the thing is, I actually appreciate that we are... Antivan Lemon Thyme. Lacona, I feel like I didn't trust you. I don't hold it again. Can't tell you. Think about a plant. I can tell you always don't feel like you belong. I should have made you feel more welcome. I think a plant might be... This is not the right time for something like this. There's an Antivan... The interaction's fine. I'm getting all in my head again. The interactions are fine. That's just not the right time to place it. Lucanus just basically said, I am pissed off that I'm not perfect. Which is a problem that lots of people can struggle with when they feel like if they fail, they've essentially lost everything. And a good way to bring them out of it is what I try to do, which is like, hey, I told you to do something impossible. No one can do impossible things. That's why they call him impossible. And you're just like, well, I'm a bit... You need to check yourself. I just don't... But to have it after that and be like, Harding is going to be a little bit more sympathetic towards him. Like, oh, hey, you want to plant? Not the right time for that sort of conversation. In Mass Effect Andromeda, they had a message board that you could check every now and then that showed some interactions in between the team while you were away. And those worked because they just happened naturally. Things like, oh, we're going to have a movie night, or hey, this person like this, or watch out, they're going to snore. Andromeda has its own problems, and its characters also aren't particularly likable. Because, like, again, the planning that went into Weishaupt was just not great. Because like it seemed like, hey, they're going to be under assault. We need to go help them out. It felt like we were going to have a conversation with them, but before we left, we're like, okay, we're going to kill Gillenane. That's what we're going to do. Lucanus is just going to do something. And then we were there, and then it was all hectic and a chaos and a mess. Like, the plan was just being there, and then that would kind of do something. And I even forgot that I knew that we contracted Lucanus to actually strike the dagger. I didn't think that he would actually be the one to do it. But I guess because he's a mage killer, he's the most equipped to fly. I guess. I don't know. It felt like there was more of a plan that I was then told about that we had versus having talked about. It just felt the pacing was off a bit. Again, as usual.
Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
We were just talking to you.
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
Maybe it's... Okay, Nev's obviously upset about Tevinter still. Probably don't mention those two things. Maybe be light about it?
I don't even like coffee, and I'm afraid.
It's not entirely a liquid now.
It's an adventure.
So what's the coffee for?
What isn't it for? The Venatori used the dragon attack for a power grab. Now they treat Docktown like their personal playground. I've heard more cries for help than I can count. And now the Threads have reached out.
The Minrathus crime syndicate.
Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The Threads do it all. They stay out of slavery and they hate Venatori. Enough to keep picking fights. My contact in the Threads, Alec, wants to talk. He doesn't reach out for nothing.
If you need backup, I'm happy to help.
I don't expect you to show up for Docktown, Rook.
Oh,
I will.
don't be such a...
Really?
If you need more coffee, I'll make it.
Well now, is that sweet or trying to save me from myself?
Let's call it both.
I also don't know why Lucanus had to be there to talk about the coffee. I probably wouldn't have taken it so offensively if she said, "I don't expect you to be there for Docktown." Like, that would have been subtle enough, but the game telling me she doesn't know if you... Like, that's outwardly insulting. Of course I care about Docktown. You don't have to explain the way the character feels when the subtext would have worked just fine. These freaking people. Oh. We have a quest. Rook. We're holding against the blight here as much as we can manage. Having more wardens is health, but we're still recovering. Trying to check on the local physician where I can. There's a good person. They're a good person. They're trying to deal with a lot of change. Maybe see how they are. I've been checking on this person. Do you want to check on how they are? Maybe that's. If you're gonna ask us to go do something, you should just ask us to go do something. Be direct. Don't be like, maybe you should go. Like that's so passive aggressive. And if it sounds like I'm being very grumpy about everything, I am. I'm not giving this. I'm done giving this game credit or any sort of leeway at all. I'm just gonna hate your characters. That's it. If you're gonna be like, well, I don't think you're gonna help Docktown because you helped the other city. Both were under attacks by dragons. Get over it. You said you were fine. So either you're fine or you're not fine.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Qun wear.
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast.
Standing in
I
Houndy
had
ropes.
big fingers. Used to take me forever. Avatash. Shokratoebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsam.
Looks like you got them under control eventually.
Yeah.
Rook, Tosh, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the blighted dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Husberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the blighted dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gillenane's archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
Go explore the Hosberg wetlands. That's easy. Easy enough. Let's go talk to Solus and he can yell at us for not being prepared. Feels like Dragon Age Inquisition all over again. Hey, Solus, we did a thing. Ah, but have you considered the wider implications, Inquisitor? No. That's just like old times, except with a
The fall of
dumber
Weishaupt
protagonist.
reverberated across the Fade, as did the fall of an archdemon. But unless I am mistaken, both Elganon and Gillenane yet stand.
We took down Gillenane's archdemon, but we weren't able to kill her.
And how are you doing?
I'm furious. I'm shaken. Ooh. This is a role-playing thing, so this shouldn't really matter all that much. I'm furious.
I watched a lot of Wardens die while Gillenane didn't.
Oh, don't turn that on Solus.
You saw the Venatori seize control of Minrathous. What makes Weishaupt harder to bear?
Now that's a good question. And this is an interesting reflection. Well, we're back to playing some mental mind games with Solus. Okay. I like Solus. It's just a second bad decision. I was in command. I mean, I kind of was in command. But I was also kind of in command of not going to Minrathous. I actually wasn't really upset about Minrathous at all. Probably because I was disappointed with how they're dealing with Tevinter. Oh, look at this.
This time I was in charge. The Grey Wardens listened to my plan. My team followed orders. Everyone was depending on me. But we couldn't kill Gillenane. Weishaupt fell because I failed.
Rook, I led a rebellion against Elganon for 100 of your lifetimes.
That's why I was thinking about word games.
Where you now stand.
Ooh, and because the camera's going up, the rift was going. Oh, good camera.
When we were outmatched in raw power. You rendered Gillenane mortal and escaped with your lives. The sting of wishing you had done more will push you to improve. But Weishaupt was a victory, and your team will see your passion, even if you must conceal the extent of your own pain. How are your companions after what happened?
So when the camera went up, it almost looked like the gap between us was closing. Yeah, that's a word. And they also had Solus step forward. It also seemed like he was approaching and getting closer to us. He's relating. We're bonding. They were arguing. They're scared. I know they can do this. That's it. That's ignoring the question.
They've spent a lot of time yelling at each other. Or me.
Not the worst outcome, all things considered. Properly focused, that anger can forge your team into a weapon keen enough to cut through any obstacle. You cannot stand against Elganon and Gillenane with logic. Those motivated by greed or self-interest will change alliances, but those who serve you with passion and loyalty will follow wherever you lead, even to their deaths if necessary.
It won't come to that. I can't give that order. I understand.
I knew I might have to make a call like that when Varric put me in charge.
A good leader never makes such a decision lightly. But when the time comes, it is better to be prepared.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if this game is just with like, there's always a golden solution and just deal with it, rather than go be so quick to sacrifice. A lot like with what happened with the first Warden. Do you want to punch him and take charge, or do you want to just talk it? Do you want to do the not so bad option?
And perhaps it will not come to that. The stronger your team, the more chances you will have to avoid such a decision.
I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any suggestions on our next move against the gods?
If you oppose Elganon and Gillenane's minions, you will get your opportunity.
You think one of the Antam or Venatori commanders will help us find the gods?
Possibly. But more importantly, you will aggravate them. You rendered Gillenane mortal at Weishaupt. It is an embarrassment, an insult, neither she nor Elganon can ignore. If you continue to disrupt their plans, you will not need to track them down. They will come to you.
Then it's our turn.
And then we get some payback for Weishaupt.
As long as you are ready when the opportunity comes. One final warning. You have survived a confrontation with Gillenane, which few still live to claim. But her power pales in comparison to Algernon's. If he takes the field himself, remember, in a fight such as ours, escaping to fight another day is a victory.
I wonder if the more you agree with Solus, if the chasm will actually get repaired or not. That would be an interesting way of putting it. Although I think the camera angle's just static. It was probably a cool idea that they just haven't gotten, or they wouldn't have had time to get around to.
This monster, the Gloom Howler. Have you ever seen its
Bye. It's blighted but smart and special. Okay. Wait. I thought I needed to talk to no, I guess I can't talk to Davrin. He doesn't have... He's talking about the Gloom Howler. Instead, let's talk to Lucanus.
This is ominous.
Biago found something.
Something bad, I take it.
Venatori and Treviso. Like I thought. One of them might know where Zara is. Biago has crows watching them. We find them. We find Zara.
Something's off.
Venatori in the city. But Ilario thought they were gone. Are we sure this is good intel?
Biago's certain. We only get one shot at this. We go when you're ready.
Okay. That option was just there for us to be doubtful, I guess. Not that that seems to mean much. And we have to talk to Balara. Balara has something for us to do, which I'm not super keen on, but I mean, we should talk to Balara and do her quest.
Oh, Rook. Sorry, I mean, hello.
Everything okay?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yanarl is missing. And others, Strife told me.
What kind of missing?
They went back to where I met you. Where we found the archive. You know, just in case. It's been a week. No one's heard from them. And it's my fault.
It's not your fault, Balara.
Please, I need to blame someone, even if it's me.
Okay, but it's not you.
Balara, they know what they're doing. It's not on you.
Isn't it? If I missed something, if that artifact turned back on, let's start looking where we met earlier, where the Veil Jumpers would have gone in. Might be another anomaly, or more demons. Well, let's just be ready.
Ready for what?
For anything.
Well, that's helpful. The more I talk to Balara, the more I feel like she shouldn't be on this expedition. She shouldn't be out and about and in the field. She should be back researching stuff. Oh, hey, Elven Ruins. That means we're going back to the place that we picked up Balara before. Which means that if we missed any treasure chests there, which I think we missed one, based off what Saberforce told me, then we're good to go. All right, Arlethan and Arlethan Ruins. Neat. There's stuff to do in Treviso. There's stuff to do in Ravane. There's stuff to do in Hosberg. New quest in the area. No new quest in the area. And there's a dragon thing we can kill there too and explore that area. Neat, 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 neat. What to do first? Let's leave it to a poll. Do you want to go to the Hosberg Wetlands, where there is a Little Dragon Hatches and a companion quest and a Cabin in the Blight, a faction and region quest with some other quests in the area that's probably going to get us the rest of those 7 treasures? Do you want to go to Minrathous to Dogtown to do the Cobbled Swan case? Oh, that's probably to get the thread activity which is not so much companion, but is to actually get us going on that bit? Or are you thinking it's time we do Balara and get that out of the way? Do you want to go to Treviso, or do you want to go to Ravane? Do you want to explore in Ravane? Or do you want to go to Treviso and get the last 2 chests for the crows? Poll now! Do 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 pa pa pa. Do 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 do. All right, let's just take a look at the results here. Thanks for voting. And oh, Balara, interesting. Okay, we'll go do that.
Farewell for now.